Hello everyone, LizardZone here, back with another video, and today we will be playing Pokemon Gold version, and I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna talk about things. Like, so today, I guess there was a debate competition I was aware of yesterday. They told me yesterday I was gonna be in this debate competition because they thought I was prepared for it, and I was not mentally ready for this at all. So at school, they gave me a permission slip, and they're like, "Here you go. So you're gonna be in the debate tomorrow, right?" And I could have backed out, but only two other people who also wanted to back out were there. So I'm like, I got to do it then. We got to do it. And I just the stress, like the anxiety I got from it was absolutely like overwhelming. I couldn't believe what was really going on. I'd say give me a sec. All right, it is a Thursday. It's a Thursday, my dudes. Yes, no, yep, okay. Yeah, I know how to use the phone. All right, so let's go to the lab. So I have never been so stressed out, like so since graduation, I believe. Like the last time I felt like I was gonna fail that bad, I was graduation, and like the anxiety was pretty overwhelming, pretty harsh. Um, and I just had no faith in myself at all. And of course, I didn't win. It was a debate competition. Of course, we didn't win, but we were high up there. We were pretty good. Um, but I even had people like I had to come up with some stuff. I had written down stuff like because I thought it was just a project for class, and I didn't know it was actually going to be in the debate, actually doing the stuff, and I was very surprised with the fact that some people came up to me after the thing and said that I had some amazing points, and they felt if it wasn't for that other team that win, well, again, that they would have thought that I should have won, but the fact that I had a whole team can't just be one good person, it has to be a whole good team. And the whole fact is they prepared and we were not. We learned about this the day before that we were actually going to do the event and not prepared at all. So that and the fact that they were coming up to me and commending me, like it felt like a relief and also like the people are gonna. I'm doing good. People are gonna expect more from me now, and again, that stress and that pressure from beforehand was gone, and I started really enjoying myself. But when they started saying how when they started giving out the participation awards, like because everybody gets one, you know, it's just a matter of always they're always gonna give the medal to everyone, and the fact when I realized we actually had a chance of winning or losing this, stress hit me again because I know it was a joke, but the school was like, "We're gonna be bringing back the trophy, right?" And they seemed like they really wanted to win, And me with the wanting to help that, I felt bad when we didn't. Poison cure. So I felt like there was a lot more I could have done. And that's a lot of things in life where you feel like you could have done a lot more and that you would have done a lot better. Very much if you had prepared. Period. Doesn't matter what the event is, what it's for, and you would have done so much better. So much better. And I just wanted to state that um I just woke up from taking a nap, I believe, like a couple hour nap. And that's how stressed out I was. I fell asleep. Like, I was so stressed out. I was so tired, drained from all that stress. I fell asleep. And the fact of the matter of always wondering what was gonna be going on, because you had actual people from other schools you had to talk to and debate with. Like, it was a great thing, great event. It was fun, but the fact is, I got really, really stressed. And you know, what I'm just gonna say is, believe in yourself, people. You've got the potential. You've got a lot of potential. So, you know, you got a lot of you never. Yeah, I'm fumbling over more words. I'm stressed out now too, after the event, and you know, yeah. Because if she doesn't save money, then I'm gonna be spending it all. So if I ever need money, I can just come back and stuff like that. Okay. Thank you for showing me. So I've never really used a Noctowl, have I? I'm making a team right now. I'm trying to make a team of Pokemon I haven't used as much as I like the Pokemon. I just never got around to actually using them in a go around of the game. And Noctowl is one of those amazing Pokemon that I'm surprised I haven't gotten to be able to really use. And what I'm saying is the stress. If you're doing something new and you know people are watching you and stuff, the stress is going to be overwhelming. But again, it was a fun event, and if I backed down from it, I wouldn't have enjoyed it. I would have had regrets. I would have had, like, I had lunch, so I wouldn't have had as good of a lunch. So, I wouldn't have had the experience of going up there and doing the event. So, yeah. I've used a Wigglytuff a lot. Um, so, what I'm saying is just go for it. Doesn't matter what stress it brings, doesn't matter how down you feel in yourself, just go for it. Because you'll never know. You'll never know, you'll never have the fun, you'll never have the experience if you're too afraid to do anything at all. And not okay to not experience because you need those experiences. You need those things to really they're gonna really affect you. And the more you do, the more you learn, the more you get prepared to do things in life, really. And so, not trying to get this serious, but just get out there and do something. Doesn't matter how much you feel you're gonna fail. Put that to the side, and I know that may be difficult, but put it to the side and think, I've got this. And you will have it. In the end, you will most likely succeed. Not just with the matter of willpower, you're also going to have a lot more faith in the people around you and yourself. And when new things come awry, you're going to be more prone to being like, hey, I can do this. And go out there and be outgoing more. Like, it's better to start early than it is to start late. And it wasn't really like the topic we were debating about. It's pretty. It was about should the government limit how much caffeine kids are allowed to have and stuff. And I brought up that people should get the right of choice. They should have their own right of choice because just the small things can just cause people to put themselves into the thing of, oh, so I'm not supposed to have a choice or something like this or that. And that's just going to cause problems for their future. And if they don't learn now that they've got a large amount of choice, then they're just going to be mindless robots and listen to whatever somebody says. If somebody doesn't tell them what to say, they won't really know to say anything. I kind of know that from very much of experience. Like I used to always listen to what other people said and not think I should have my own choice. And I would always just be like, okay, I'm just gonna listen, blindly follow what somebody's saying. And when the person who usually says something for me to do wasn't there, I didn't know what to do at all. I was just sitting there waiting for somebody to tell me what to do. No one was gonna sit there and tell me what to do. Like, just because you think they should. No. They're gonna rely on you having control of your own future. And that fact for some people can scare the living daylights out of them. But they need to be aware that they have the right of choice. The right of choice is a very powerful thing. Because another thing is, if people want to blindly follow in the future, when there's no one to follow, who's going to be able to step up to lead? Like, you're not going to be able to do something if you don't have faith in yourself. And if you're just going to blindly follow, there's no one who's going to be able to lead. In a world with all followers, no one can stand up to lead if no one is prepared to accept the task. So, that's something that's important to realize and to accept. I also said it's a very good learning experience because it's just that you, it's if you're supposed to limit how much caffeine something you have, you should be able to do that yourself. You may be a kid or you may be an adult for all I know. For all I know, you're a 65-year-old man sitting in your basement, in your mom's basement. That's an over exaggeration, but it could. That could be something that has happened. And, it's just, you never know. That's what I'm saying. You should just go for it. Because you'll never know. You'll never know what's gonna go happen. You're never gonna be able to be like, hey, if I didn't do this, just think, if I didn't do this, then where would I be? Because I've seen a lot of choices, a lot of mistakes I have made. But I am kind of glad I've made some of those mistakes. Because I wouldn't have learned. I wouldn't have become a better person, or wouldn't have become as smart, even though I'm an idiot most of the time, the person that I am today. And the fact I'm saying that I'm smart today is really upsetting because of how stupid I act and how much of an idiot I am. But what I have to say is just go for it. Like this YouTube, if you believe the first episode I ever made, I was not stressed. I want you to go back and listen to how many times I have fumbled over my words, how quiet I was in those videos, how awkward I seemed compared to now, because now I can see the difference. Because, like, of course I would know because I was the guy being scared that people are gonna hate the channel. People aren't gonna enjoy it, and then I just come to realize it doesn't matter. Because to me, YouTube is a way of getting out there and giving back to the YouTube community that helped me in my times of need. And, you know, I have depression. I think we've gone over this. And I have self esteem issues. Very much self esteem issues. To the point of when I was at one school, people just kept trying to mess with me. But my self esteem was so low, they couldn't really bother me. It didn't even, like, what they were saying didn't even reach me. And because what they said was nothing I haven't heard already. And just the repetitiveness just made it lose the lackluster, made it lackluster. It made it lose how much I cared. Because I stopped, I didn't care. Because they were being very repetitive and, you know, I didn't. Sorry, I had to turn the volume on because I wanted to make sure I could hear to get out. That's the thing about those caves is you mostly got to hear to be able to get out. And I just want you guys to think about certain things you've done in your life, certain important factors of your life, and think, did you make those thoughts on a whim? Did you randomly say, I'm going to do it? Or did you just accept the fact that you had to do it? If you accepted the fact you had to do it, why did you have to do it? Did you really have to? Or did you just really feel like you had to? And, like, just think, if you didn't, where would you be today? Would you be the same person you are now? And does that really matter? Because at the end of the day, No matter what, you're still you. And that's all you can be. Like, it doesn't matter what somebody looks at you and says. They're not as right as you would be if you said it to yourself. Because no matter what somebody says about you, it can be true or it can be wrong. It can be right or wrong, but what matters is if you can look in the mirror and say how you truly feel to yourself. Like, if you can't tell yourself something, and it's obviously not true. And if you can tell yourself something, you're making it true by telling yourself it. So if you're telling yourself you can do it, the self-esteem boost and the feeling that you can do it is going to be a lot better than the I can't. I can't do it. I'm going to fail. Because the more you say it, the more you will. The more chance that you will, in fact, fail. And that is a scary thought. Just sit down and listen to me saying, so, you think you're going to fail? Well, but you are. But I can't just say you're going to fail. Because number one, that's going to mess up you. If you believe in what I say and care about what I say, then that's going to hurt you. That's going to bother you to a very, very high extent. And there's going to be things that you won't be able to accept and think about are going to be problems for you. Just imagine sitting there and hearing one of your role models saying you can't do it. But growing up, the one mentality I learned the most was the mentality of thinking, I'm going to prove you wrong. Because without that, I wouldn't have gotten as far as I have. I wouldn't have done as much as I have. I would have given up if it hasn't been the I'm going to prove you wrong mentality that I picked up. Like, mostly from, like, that's one of the things is, like, I don't really talk about my family a lot, but one of the greatest things I feel like my father ever taught me was the fact, sure, you can listen to what they say. You can prove them right. Okay? You don't like what they're saying, why are you going to prove them right? Prove them wrong. And that stuck with me, and that has driven me a lot more than anything that I've ever had was the prove them wrong mentality that I have a lot today. And that kind of makes me into who I am because, like, I have very low self-esteem, but if you say something, at the end of the day, I'm probably going to look at you and say, you know what? I'm going to prove you wrong. And basically what I'm trying to say is anything is possible. But, if somebody says you can't do something, I want you to look them in the eye and say, I'm going to prove you wrong. And trust me, you will. You will, in fact, prove them wrong. Because you'll have that drive, you'll have that momentum leading you. And I have to say is, that's one of the greatest things is having that want to succeed, that not need to succeed. Because if you feel like you need to succeed, it's going to overtake who you really want to be. And success isn't always great because you learn from failure. You don't learn from succeeding. Like, I know this is a children's show, and it's going to be stupid if I talk about it, but Ben 10, there was this quote where the guy said, ever since I gave you the Omnitrix, the thing, you've done a lot of winning. And they said, yeah. He said, yeah. What's wrong with that? He said, you don't learn when you win. So let's hope this loss teaches you how to overcome what has happened. How to be able to stand on your own 2 feet after everything is said and done. And that was surprisingly deep coming from a kid's show. But it's important. Like, just think that somebody is going to come up to you and say, hey, you failed. At the end of the day, if you can't go past that failure, then it's not going to do anything. It's just going to be a failure. You haven't lost yet. You only lose when you have chosen that you have stated to yourself that you have in fact lost. You haven't lost yet. So I feel like it's important, and some people need to know that it's very important, and everybody needs to know. Somebody in their corner, somebody cheering for them. And something is the reason I do YouTube is to show that I am trying to give back to the community that helped me. YouTube, because when I had depression, I'm saying it again. I'm gonna sound pretty repetitive, but yeah, and I have self-esteem problems. Are the lack thereof self-esteem, and again, I'm not alone. There's a lot of people who are like me, and a lot of people who have those same issues, same disbeliefs in themselves, and same kind of problems. They're not as problematic as you think when you have it, because you learn. You learn from those mistakes. You learn that it doesn't matter what somebody thinks, that it's what you think, and it's better to kind of hear it from someone else, because if you try to tell yourself it, you're not going to believe yourself. You're going to have that I'm wrong mentality. But if you listen to what somebody tells you, then you're not going to get as far as if you. I'm kind of going on a tangent. I don't remember anything I said when I started this conversation. Like what I originally started talking about, how I got into this whole feel of this is what I'm stating, and this is important, and this is this, and that is this. Like, I don't remember. But that's okay, because, again, I do this because I enjoy it, and that I know what I wanted to do when I started this was this, and give back to the people that I felt helped me. And I realized that it doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want. If you can't look in the mirror and say, that's me, and I'm proud of who I am, then you probably should do something about it. But again, the only people who could change themselves are you. And I know I'm probably talking about something else and gone off in a whole lengthy conversation that I don't even remember what I started talking about, and this probably has nothing to do with it at all. But it's fine, because this is just what this channel's about. Just talking about random things, reaching out there, and supporting people. That's what I feel this channel is mostly about, and that's what I made this channel to be. People who have little faith in themselves. This is me trying to say, I support you. I am here for you. You will always have someone who has your back. And I will be one of those people. Doesn't matter if you know me or you don't know me. In the end, that's fine. Just hearing someone say that they believe in you. And that can very much sway how you feel about things. Because if you feel nobody believes in you, that's going to cause problems. And if you feel like too many people are relying on you, that's going to cause problems. But yeah, there's always people there for you, helping you, and it's something that you'll learn. And you'll come to accept that people are there cheering you on, or in your corner, and that's going to be pretty important to you, no matter who you are. So that, I don't remember how this whole thing became what it was, but it did. And really, that's all that matters. I said some stuff, you heard some stuff, and you may or may not have felt inspired. But just having a whole community that I know I can relate to, and thinking of that, I'd come home from school every day being depressed, and I'd sit down, watch YouTube, and it, no matter how upset I was, they'd put a smile on my face. Them hanging out with their friends, being funny, cheerful people would help me. And that's okay. That's all I needed. That got me through my day. And that's why my channel's here now. Saw them help, being joking around, having fun with their friends. And that's what I've been doing. That's what I've done on my channel. That's how I feel this channel is. That's what I feel that my channel should be. And I don't know how close I have to be to the mic for you guys to hear me that well. I don't know. I can't really regulate the volume on my videos because I'm not that good at it. I'm not that good at what I do. That's what I'm saying. But Still here and I'm still doing it. And that's, again, all that matters. You're here and you're doing it. And that's really all you need. That I can do it or I will prove you wrong mentality. If you were to hear right now and you would say, you can't beat this game, anybody can look at you and say, you want to bet? Which is basically the newer way of saying, I'm going to prove you wrong. And you're just going to have to accept that. And that's enjoyable to sit back and say, you know what? I don't care. I make my own choices. I'm my own person. You can't say I can't do something. I don't know about you, but I can do it. And that's all that really matters. So to me, one of the greatest things I have ever learned was that prove 'em wrong mentality. If you say I can't do something and I say I'll prove you wrong, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Because it doesn't matter how many times I fail. In the end, I'm going to succeed. I'm going to be like, there, I've done it. It doesn't matter how many years it takes, how many weeks, months, or days. In the end of the day, you still lost, and you learned from those mistakes. And if you learn from losing, then you have eventually won. You're winning. And that's the important thing to get out of it. So, yeah. I have turned this video into a sentimental speech out of nowhere. And you guys are just going to have to accept that fact. Accept the video as it is, because I'm not going to change it. I've said what I've said, and some people are going to take it with a grain of salt, some people are going to take it to heart. Do what you must. I'm not going to stop you. I've got no right to even try to stop you. You've got the right, you've got the power to do whatever you want. And the Pokeball. Hmm. I don't know. That's a guy. There you go. So yeah, just do what you must and take the video again as you must. I know I can't tell you how to live your life. That's up to you. You have the very important right of choice. There's some things I suggest you don't do, and that's illegal. Things that are illegal, I suggest you don't do that, because that will really screw with your life. But the things I can sit down and say, go for it. As long as it's not illegal, you should go for it. If it's illegal, um, don't do it. That's the best of what I can say. Don't do it. No, there's so much to live for. Um, I have lost track of time. So, it's an okay length video. Um, it's a lot of money for charcoal. Repels can be important sometimes. I personally don't use that for repels that much. Repels can become important. I can just imagine Kurt tackled the guy at the entrance and fell down here. And the guy just ran. Um, so yeah. Welcome to Let's Play. We're just gonna be going through the game. And I'm just gonna be talking. Hope you enjoy. If not, sorry. I got a question. Why aren't we like helping him out of the cave? He is injured, but we can't. We're not gonna help him out of the cave. We're just gonna slaughter these Pokemon, and then we're gonna say he's gonna be like, "Hey, I got out." Number one, if you can barely walk, how'd you climb a ladder? Number two, what? Number three, Noni. I'd use Delibird. I don't use Delibird that much. Delibird's actually a really good Pokemon. Shady Penguin. Um, but Gold was the one of the first games I ever played. The first game I ever played was Blue. And for somebody who grew up around the time that Diamond Pearl Platinum was out, starting out from the beginning is kind of rare. But all I had was the online emulator sites. I didn't actually have the games. Because, you know, that. So I just played the sites. That's fun. Looking back, seeing these older games. So, you know. amazing they are and how people just didn't look at them the same way. People should have looked at them differently. And, yep. I don't got much to say. Ah, the egg is hatched. You know what? L A L A Q U A N. He knows his name. He knows that I'm just messing with him. He knows where I live, so I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm joking. He doesn't know where I live. If so, I would be scared after doing that. Laquan, the badass Togepi. That's all I can say. Laquan's a badass Togepi. Because if you see in Pokemon Golder, he was like legit badass to the absolute level. To the highest degree. Badass to the highest degree. That's really all I can say. Oh, hello, Paris. How are you? I remember you screwing me over in a different series. That series is still going to be going on. I just am going through trying to catch Snorlax. Don't worry. So if you enjoyed the series, if you didn't, you're welcome, but you didn't have to watch it. But it's still going to be going up. So just need to get farther in the game. Just give me some time. Let me do what I have to. No, I'm just far into the gym. I'm not gonna go back. Which is probably gonna be a mistake, but sure. I'm trying to level up my Hoot Hoot. This is gonna be some EXP right here. I remember the first time I played the game, Scyther absolutely screwed me over. Because of things like that. I'm like, how is he getting stronger? I thought I would have lived it. But nope. You know what? I've gotten this far. I've gotten 2 gyms. Down, Pat. I'm gonna do the rival battle and then end the episode. And hopefully, we get an evolution out of Noctowl. So I actually really like Noctowl. Noctowl is a fantastic Pokemon. Honestly, I don't show Noctowl enough love. You know what? You can't do shit. Never mind. Okay. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Please wake up. We're not gonna win this. We're not gonna win this. Really? Okay, let's do this again. I feel like things went downhill when Hypnosis hit. And now we have a Hypnosis of our own. That's bad news bears for you. Because I was just going to hypnosis everything. And just sweep. Body. And this is why second gen is my favorite. There is so much that you can abuse. That was a crit. That was a crit. I don't want to win. I'm gonna cheat the system. I'm just gonna get the EXP. I'm just going for EXP here. Because this gives a lot of EXP. The more I lose, the more EXP I'll gain. Oh, it doesn't affect you. Why does it affect me? Okay, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up! Thank you. I smoke screamed him, hopefully to hell and back. And all you gotta do is wake up, bud. And that's a level up, and that should be an evolution. Never mind. Does he evolve at level 18? I thought he evolved at level 16. Obviously, I was wrong, but... So I'm going to leave this episode up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!